Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about the communication. Our topic is today's communication in a brief and succinct way. So communication is the art of expressing your ideas, your opinions, your best guess, your structured thoughts in a very coherent way. So now we are going to look at communication and in communication we are going to see that what is the things that is going to matter most. So there are various component of the communication, and apart from it, we are going to see that if you can communicate very much good way in a very good way, then you are going to excel in the relationship, in the leadership position, every kind of a thing, whether it's a politics, whether it's a professionalism, anything. So let me examine how the communication works. So before going into the communication, the first thing you have to manage is the self mastery. If you cannot understand how your mind works, how your intellect work, how your emotion work, how your action is working, how your observational power is working, then you are going to master the skill of communication. But after a certain period of a time, what is going to happen is you are going to feel like that, oh, energy is lacking, feeling emptiness, oh, I do not want to continue. So these are the things which is going to happen with you. So let's examine the communication part in the one by one step. The first step we already talked, which is the self mastery part. The second part is the knowledge of the field. Whether you want to talk about anything in the world, do you have the content or the knowledge of the field, or you are still lacking the basic knowledge? So just check for this whether you have the seed of the knowledge or not. Second thing is when you are going into the communication part, second thing to check is why you want this communication to happen. Just for the sake of talking, you should never talk. There must be clarity, because if you are going to talk just for the sake of talking, then you are going to exhaust yourself. Maybe it look impressive on outside, but it is going to harm you in the long term, and sooner or later the truth is going to hit you and you will feel the bottleneck. And third thing is whether how you are communicating, that is going to matter in the communication. Like say for an example, I'm talking to you in this way. My body language are this, my pitch is this. You can see that there is a certain way or the confidence or the boldness, but these are not coming because I'm working on the confidence or the boldness. These are the result of the skills I am having. These are happening because I worked on myself. These are happening because I know how to communicate in a good way. Like, say, for an example, whenever someone is speaking about a certain trauma, certain feeling, then I just want to understand their point of view first. So, in the psychology field or in the Eastern field, we are going to call it like a mirroring or reflecting. There are different terms for how to communicate well. So you can focus on the body language, pitch, annotation, and how to speak, but those things are the byproduct of repeated exposure in the communication. It's not going to develop just by focusing on the body language or the alignment of the page or anything that you are finding at magnetic, because the people who is attracted toward these kind of things, like say for an example, someone is saying that Steve Jobs is kind of a good communicator, Jiddu Krishnamurti is a good communicator, or maybe Osho, Buddha, or any influential people who are the good communicator. But they are not trying to communicate in a good way. They are just trying to, their whole focus is on expressing the ideas, seeing how the people are perceiving their ideas, whether they can mirror what is the problem and they are coming with. So in this way, they are perceived as, oh, that particular guy is a very good communicator. But if you are going to ask them whether they are the good communicator, they are still going to say that they are still not very much sure. And that is the first sign of the good communicator. They are always learning and learning. So let me explain. I am dealing with one of the client, and she was having the problem in communication. So what she was having a problem is, I just want to break into the few segments to see that what is the problem, underlying problem is. So when I was talking to her, so she is expressing that how she is facing problem in the communication. Whenever she is going to the meeting, she is feeling like she is getting bulldozed in the meeting. So I let her speak everything, and then I said to her, if you have to feel like that you are on my side, what is the first thing you will advise to yourself? So she is saying that first thing I will say that how I can conquer this fear of shame, guilt, not being understood in the meeting, going to get insulted, the fear of insult. So first thing I worked with her, and still I am working with her and trying to put her on the self mastery program uh, to help her unlock her mind, because the more she is going to unlock her mind and master her mind, the better control they are going to have on the skills, which is the communication. But if she doesn't have the control over her mind, then skills are going to, she is going to develop, but the thing is, anyhow it is going to collapse now or later. So I'm still working on her with the intellectual part, how to handle her discerning mind, her action part, how to focus on the just effort, not on the outcomes, and the emotional part. She's kind of making an impulsive decision, so which is we are working toward that. Love is not emotion, and love is not the horrible thing, but when you are using it like in without any filter, then definitely it will bring that chaotic result. These things I'm still working with, and with this she has reported that there is a reduction in the anxiety, stress. She is now better handle the situation in a good way. She is developing the resilience. She is now uh, feeling the life in a big impactful way. She is happy with now right now with the situation. Not fully happy. Fully happiness you are going to achieve when you are going to master yourself, master your mind fully. Once the ego disappeared, identity maker. So later on we have moved towards the knowledge part. So I just asked her and checked whether she is comprehensible in the knowledge she is having or not. So basically, I asked a few questions regarding to her field to check whether she is knowledgeable or not. And to my surprise, she is basically knowledgeable. So I said that knowledge is not a problem with it. There are other parts which needs to be checked and solved. So we move to the other parts, which is kind of a clarity. So I asked her a basic question that do you understand what it needs or what is it is needed to pursue your field or the communication of your field? Why you needed the communication to goes on? Or do you have the pros and cons listed? Have you done the trade-offs? If you are not going to communicate in the meetings, what are the consequences you are going to bring on the table? So she's basically explaining that actually I'm not looking for those things. Basically, I just love and enjoy the comfort zone. So I just explained to her that if you are going to live in the comfort zone, the thing is, comfort zone is very much loving, and I do appreciate that comfort zone is needed, but it is only partially needed, like as a rest, like as a peace. So I'm saying to her that treat the life as a peace and war together. Do not choose just the peace, do not choose just the war. Make it merge it together. Half the time peace, half the time war. That's how the life is operating as. So if you are going to choose just the comfort part, it is going to backfire you, and you are going to be left out also in the physical world or the materialistic world. Also in the spiritual world or the psychological world, growth is needed to master your mind. So kind of she's not liking it, but she's seeing the point that if she is not going to do the right thing, then right things will not happen to her. So it's a big realization for her. So now she is working towards the communication part. Uh, and next the segment is how to communicate. So whenever she is speaking, the thing is, I have noticed that I was just cross checking with her that treat me like your boss or the supervisor or any person of the life, whether your friends or the any relationship person, and just tell me how you are going to communicate with me. So she has explained to me that I'm going to communicate you like okay, how you are doing, or I'm going to say that this is my idea and I just want to speak. So I'm saying the communication field is not going to work in like this way, because if you really want to be a good communicator, you have to express your ideas in such a way that you express it, but do not try to get in conflict with the egos of the people. Because the best people in the world who are the master in communication, they are not getting engaged with in the conflict of the egos. What they are getting in conflict with or expressing the ideas is just focused on the ideas being conveyed. So it was also a good realization for her, and she is working on it. So this is how I worked on the first client, and she is still improving with me, and I will keep on update you about how her progress is going on. So till then, love and gratitude to all. Focus on your journey with me, and you can reach out for the decision making part, decision science, and the strategy and execution part, and the self mastery part. So till then, love and gratitude to all. Bye.